Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Running to the left. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
Snags it and he's open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
It's complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They're going to ride this running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Trying to make magic on the... breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Rayshon Luke. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Martin back to pass. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll try to run for it. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go to the ground, and they get him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Finds his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running the red zone, it's Ives. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback keep. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. They're catching.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Finding some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds his man. It's Hunter. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Makes a grab. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
He wants to change this route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Martin will throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They want to throw it. Finds his tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive.
Makes the grab on the big throw. He smashes his way through again. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Going to try to get it himself. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. Uncorks it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 11 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cougars, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, checking in with Coach Entz at the half. One of the things he told me was they have not had enough possessions to get into a rhythm. He said that defense has been terrific. Their ability to run the clock, run the ball has changed the course of this game. Now to start the third quarter, they have the ball and an opportunity. It is crucial that they extend this drive, get some plays, and really try to get back in this thing right now. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. They feed him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice...
And down he goes back at the 3.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Touchdown, Nebraska! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's McClain, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Back to the ground game on the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
From the red zone, it's Ives. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, Huskers! A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to burn this defensive back.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets it to the back. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Calandria. With the catch, it's Nelson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what...
There's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. This time he wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for a gap, it's Ives, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of second and short, you've got second and 8. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gashing the D on the right. Bust through behind his pad. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman. Offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This time he wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Nelson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Go, go!
Right back to the well. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Red 54, red 54.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They go to the counter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.